Don't put on the.
Right.
We didn't have a meeting about this before.
Yeah, and bar mitzvah and
Don't look at me. I don't know what the hell that means. I don't know what bar means.
So what's the question what's the specific question we're asking again?
So the specific question is when and let's forget about when, but why is it gay?
Why is what gay?
Why is the title gay? Why is the act of celebration for a tradition gay?
Okay, so why
the act of celebration isn't gay, it's the way you name it.
So sweet 16 for a girl is all right, but sweet 16 for a boy is, as far as from your son's perspective, is considered gay.
Right.
Okay.
But this is not the only thing that he or kids are calling gay.
Yeah, there's a new resurgence in regards to what
it's just different. It's just different with kids because all they have in their mind all day is being accepted by friends.
Yeah,
literally, that's the whole entire.
We had to go through the entire not generation, but there was an entire wave of saying things are quote unquote gay is very derogatory. But this new generation has come back with clearly having issues with homosexuality, even though homosexuality is probably the most accepted it's ever been. Yeah, I don't know what these kids are.
That's a good point. Yeah,
I don't know what these kids are now because I see a lot of men and I see a lot of young guys, but a lot of women are quick to call things gay.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Well, and I don't know. Maybe it's aspect of a feminine, like what they consider. They try to label everything as feminine and masculine. Just like the whole.
I mean, gay doesn't necessarily mean that it's wrong.
Well, and I don't know.
Oh, don't get me started on
that. Pronouns, but this idea that homosexuality is considered to be something that is negative or derogatory or lame. If someone doesn't like what you're doing, like Riley and them from Boondocks, which you probably never watched, they used to consider everything that wasn't accepted was gay. Well, I thought like in the mid 2000s. We were basically saying like that was off the table. We're not just calling things that we don't agree with gay.
So where do we get back to that?
I can tell you the truth. I'm a little interested in that as well because I've seen so many things where I think it's absurd, but I've seen kids, especially young women, are like they criticize boys for behavior they would consider sus. They would consider sus or zesty, right? You can't eat spaghetti.
Fruity.
You can't You can't eat bananas. You can't eat grizzlies. Yeah. You can't drink. You can't drink fruity drinks. You can't wear certain colors.
We had that topic with Ryan.
Yeah, and I'm just like, but it's so expansive.
I have 3 pink shirts and I wear them just.
But it's more along the lines of young people.
Pink and orange and neon colors.
And colors in there.
Oh, now you're pushing.
But you know what? But I've seen little young kids be like, if you work at a certain place, when you work in a fast food restaurant, that's gay.
Right.
What you mean?
Oh yeah, now that's
they're switching out. They're switching out.
The topic already started, by the way. We started the podcast already.
So
obviously.
Yeah, he didn't disclose that to you.
Focus.
That was gay.
Well, no, I think young people are they're picking up on old. No, I can't wear that. There's no way
you can.
I got too much hair on my head, bro. But I think what happens, I don't know why the younger generation is picking up on that. Because I know
the young generations are all stupid.
But
they don't even know what they're talking about.
It's supposed to be an expired fad.
It's something that should have died.
Yeah.
And that was dying.
And it's one of those things where I don't like when you see these stories about kids being mad racist in these schools all across the country. You would think it died, but they're collectively getting together and intentionally being on that racist stuff. And like I said, I think it's weird that there are a lot of young little girls that are quick to criticize boys about suspect behavior. Like there's a lot of young boys that are those ones who are clearly gay. But then now you have this, and it's even
because there's those who are clearly gay.
Some young men and women know from a young age that they're homosexual. All right, fine. But what happens is there's a certain outcast demographic that basically said they should be persecuted. But these are kids at an age right now that they're seeking the most acceptance. But there's also the bullying. There's also the hierarchy, and we still bully these individuals. Why is it that in the older generation, men that are considered down low, men who might be bisexual or closeted homosexual, they are outed and they're demonized for that because it's not seen as manly. I see a lot of people will respect a gay man who is open. He'll still go through aspects of persecution, especially his family or his lifestyle. There's still that aspect, but a man that's closeted gay is even more persecuted if he's exposed. And more likely, it's not his homeboys exposing him. Sometimes dudes are the most weak. Hey, don't ask, don't tell, bro. That's how you live your life. But a lot of young girls, especially with lack of respect amongst the youth, they look at it as that's how they gonna clown.
Because that's what you're missing. It's not about men or women. It's just it's a society thing.
That in itself, the title itself, down low, is dangerous.
Yeah. You know what I'll say? I think it like this. I think people don't want to associate with the outliers of society. So they don't want to have any type of association with anything that's viewed as negative. But as far as the Sweet 16 thing, I would just be like, all right, we don't call it a Sweet 16, we're gonna call it a coming of passage. And even that sounds a little sus.
Well, I'm just saying, it's your 16th birthday. So
I actually have the answer.
when you turn 18 or 21, there's no titles, right? So making a milestone.
That's fine.
Oh,
you said it's 21. Shalon. Nico said he got the answer. What's the answer?
I actually do have the answer.
What's the answer?
And I'm not gonna take credit for it. My social studies teacher said it when I was in sophomore in college. So he said that the problem with these words, like calling a man the P word because he's not being brave, or things like that, that comes from the view that, in my opinion, comes from religion, which is 95% of what's from the society.
Okay, religion, yeah.
That anything that's female is bad.
It's weak.
It's weak. Okay. That's why when I call you the P word for being a coward, I'm saying if you have one of those, then you're a coward.
Female traits, okay.
Exactly. If you notice, you don't feel the same when you see a dude dressing up as a woman. But what do you feel like when you see a woman dressed as a man? Not only is it more acceptable, but people feel a little more comfortable with it. Because always deep down, we see that everything that's feminine is just negative.
Yeah.
So what if I'm a PU whatever? Okay, like so that means that whoever humans, which are women, who have this are cowards or are stupid or aren't brave or aren't smart. Like everything always comes back to gender, and when everything is seen as female, is seen as bad. Imagine a man being feminine.
Yeah,
people don't care. People don't care. No, people don't like that, don't accept it. But imagine a woman being independent and being mad and being independent. That's completely fine. And people are even okay with it. But imagine a man like being undecisive about things, or I don't know, people aren't okay with it. But a woman can 100% have masculine traits and be okay with it. But I can have feminine traits
to a certain degree. So what happens is we realize that masculinity has gotten things done, right? So the reason society is accepting of a man who is feminine, just as long as he owns it. So the man who is confident in his femininity is more accepted if he lives in it.
Exactly.
But the man who basically is seen as indecisive, we expect him to be masculine, but he attributes to his femininity. We have an issue, especially like you don't want feminine cops. You don't want men who are feminine. You don't want feminized feminine cops in the military. You don't want them to be your leaders. So why society is okay with the feminine man? They don't want the feminine man in positions of leadership, not real leadership, not times we have to physically.
But those are the ones who actually matter. Because they have a bigger say.
The thing about it's not about the say, it's can you execute? Can you do the job? When we associate,
they believe that women can do it.
Yeah.
Determined from the title Sweet 16.
Man,
so that's what I'm telling you. Because Sweet 16. This is the answer to the question. Sweet 16 is seen as bad because it's female.
Sweet
16 is bad just because it's female.
Soft, which means soft, sweet. tender.
Which there's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with it is that it's associated
associated
to
with
women. Exactly.
associated with
Imagine you, Shalom. I'll actually ask her. Shalom, imagine you in a relationship. So imagine yourself in a relationship. You met a guy, whatever. This guy. She goes, imagine. You're in a relationship. Okay, compare this. You meet a guy, and you know you got to text him whatever. Then you went out, and he has many feminine traits, right? Imagine that. Imagine how you feel about that versus me or a guy going out with a woman that has many masculine traits. Imagine who will feel more uncomfortable.
I don't think I'm the best person to do that because I
don't know how to say that then. Okay, say it like this.
and that's my thing.
You think you would be more uncomfortable with masculine?
No.
Is because so as a mom, I raised my son to express himself, good, bad, ugly. As society is slowly and inevitably changing that or molding it as to whatever he's comfortable with, but then I'm telling him, okay, if you get a girlfriend, you want to love on her and you want to cherish her and you protect her. But I'm also telling her to treat her like a flower, be delicate, because women, we have feelings. Guys have feelings also, but they're less likely to express them, right? So then I say, okay, open the door for me, or open the door for her, this lady, the stranger at the window, whoever. But the guy behind him, should do the same thing, because it's courtesy, it's respect to be kind and caring to a woman. So if I say open up the door for that guy right there, let's say he's a guy, I'm undisclosed age, right? And undisclosed if there's something in his hands or not. Are we supposed to say, oh, that's gay?
Yeah, it's a gay to help a guy.
I think you're never supposed to say that's gay. That's why I never call anyone the P word.
Yeah, we're not supposed to.
I never do that.
Yeah, contextualize it.
Because it's like what if somebody does something that's coward, and you say, oh, that's all Latino. What are you saying? You're saying that all Latinos are coward. That's exactly the thing with the P word. It's exactly the thing. The thing is that we're so used to it. We're so accepting of it. It's normal, but it's not okay.
Yeah, we pretty much had gotten to a point where we had diminished it. I don't know how this younger generation brought this back. I'm
telling you, that's the thing. When it's okay for a woman to show traits of the opposite gender, because the opposite gender is seen as good and in a good thing. But a woman,
but it's still different. We're not. Most people don't go around calling what women do gay. It's a specific thing that boys and women. It's a thing that goes after masculinity. It's just what it is.
But masculinity is good. It's seen as okay because it's a main thing.
Which is that's.
I have a good way of explaining what I want to say. I didn't explain myself right. Imagine the value in the dating market. Okay. See, so how people of the opposite gender look up to you and wanna date you. Mm-hmm. Imagine the value in the dating market of a man with many feminine traits. Maybe I express my feelings a lot. Okay. I tell you when I'm sad. Maybe I cry. Maybe I don't look to be the toughest. Imagine the dating value that man has. Okay. And now imagine the dating value of a woman with masculine traits, very confident, likes to do things independently. When she feels attacked, she says something back. Mm-hmm. Doesn't really cry a lot. Who has better chances in the dating world? The woman with masculine?
Or with the man, because I think you just described me.
Let's see. I think in the dating market, the woman is always going to do better, just because of the demographics of the dating market, and a masculine woman will naturally accomplish a lot more just for herself. A feminine woman will have more leverage with a man, but women are going to do better in the dating market than men will. Just in general.
guys don't want women who are too powerful. I mean, I'm not gonna say guys like across the board, but there's a certain percentage of men who see women who are strong, and when I say strong, I don't mean physically, but headstrong, very independent, very masculine driven, or maybe there's a little more t-shirt and jeans than heels and dresses, right? So, and that can be seen in the like in the real everyday dating market. No matter how much makeup she could put on, or no matter how many times she does her hair, that there's a certain thing that men look for, and then women would, not all women again, because we're not going to cover the whole percentage, but there's a percentage of women who they're going to pull up Tinder and they're going to look at the guy who's got he's got whether he's got dreads and a clean cut, or whether maybe he's a hairy gentleman and he keeps his face very masculinely, cleanly shaved, and they're gonna see that, and that's what peaks for women. I mean, not every woman wants to see a scruffy dude, but not every guy wants to see some very driven woman who demonstrates genes and the power in her hands.
Yeah,
I'll take the feminine one.
Yeah, you'll take the masculine woman.
I'll take the feminine one. I said.
Well, yeah, I don't see women finding a man with who wears lip liner, and some women are into that though.
Yeah,
but it different strokes for different folks.
it's always when it's feminine, it's seen as inferior and as bad and as something to avoid.
In certain contexts.
I think in every single
In
one.
certain contexts. Because
like women can do both.
Masculine is looked at as good when it comes to men, but not when it comes to women. Feminine is looked at as good when it's considered feminine, but not in regards to men.
But a man would be more accepting of a masculine woman than a woman would be of a feminine man. Do we agree? That's my point. That's what I mean by valuing the dating market.
Yeah.
Women can do both, because if you're a woman and you're feminine, then that's just,
I don't even know how you got on this part when we talk about 16. But yeah, the whole thing about things being.
See, you did agree. I just sometimes I get in my own mind and I don't know how to explain
I don't
things.
know, 'cause I think
Like that fourth try was
on your heart. This
that
got
fourth.
stuff in your heart. Yeah,
The fourth try was how I was supposed to do it the first
third
time.
turns out the charm, but okay, whatever.
No, I tried it 4 times.
I know you kept shooting, That's
If
all.
I said it at first, then you would understand what I said.
Got it now. But yeah.
And it comes from religion.
Religion, just spoke right hard in the mic.
That's right.
Gotta go back and lower that. But yeah, I guess you just have to rename, just call it something else. I guess.
It's gonna make it uncomfortable, and at the end of the day, it's his birthday. He's gotta be happy.
Birthday, bro. It ain't sweet. Hey, you know what?
Oh, call it hard 16.
Ain't nothing sweet about this 16 or sugar-free 16. Something like that, make it spice up.
Call it hard 16.
Hard 16.
Hard 16.
Orange and white.
Hard 16.
That's some old candy. That's some old vanilla swirl sweetness right there. See? Dreams, see? Hey.
He doesn't want to be made fun of by his friends. When he sold the
that's stuff being argued.
At this point, I literally don't
This
give
time
a shit.
Oh
Like,
is that good enough, Shalon?
Yeah, give me some kind of closure.
Alright.
You know what? At the end of the day, it's just not polite to say, "Oh, that's gay."
Yeah, I don't know where kids came from that with this now. I don't know.
From
Because these kids ain't on that. These kids didn't watch Boondocks. This is something they went back and salvaged that we were getting rid of. And now they got more gay and queer friends amongst them than ever before, and they going hard with it.
I'm not surprised by it at all.
Man, I don't know. Is Reboot saying that's gay? I don't think so. I don't know where this terminology came from, but it's something they run hard with, and these kids are unapologetic about it. I don't even think they're like homophobic. I think that's the word they latched on to. So they're not trying to be homophobic, but that's
Every
what
single generation does their own
with it.
thing.
So they don't even know the connection. They don't even know the connection of it, which is tragic.
To me, that's just Every generation has its own thing. This is
You
theirs.
know what? That's just like the N-word.
That's it.
The kids miss out there using the N-word without understanding the history. That's why I think it's
Yeah,
problematic.
and then 20 years ago or a little more, it was a bigger deal than it is now.
now, yeah.
So this generation, you know, that's
That's what
everywhere.
they are. All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed that podcast. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. You got anything else, Nico?
Yeah, let us know in the comments down below how many gay things you've done
Oh,
and why you did them. Hit the like button, subscribe,
No.
share it with everybody else. Thank you for Shalom for being our first virtual guest.
Right.
That's our first time. Yeah, we have a guest. That's crazy. We appreciate her participation.
Appreciate everybody.
And
You splitting your part of the royalties with on that.
yeah, she's gonna get her check
Yeah,
for sure.
because before
It's not McDonald's $5 gift card, but she earned it.
All right, Shalon. I'll talk to you later. Hey. You feel good about yourself?
No, I don't. Like you can get your dick sucked.
Right. Can't wait to edit that part out.